Boom. Ryan Trahan, I tested 1 star Airlines. I've been on a plane like 4 or 5 times in my life, and all of those times, the flight attendants, not a single one of them were Ling. So my aim in life is like just like how Central C said. There's so many things I haven't done yet, like fucking a flight attendant. I gotta do that, man. That's my aim. So you know what I gotta do? I gotta get money. Money afi make. Money afi make. And then I can go on not 1 star airlines where the flight attendants are like probably crackhead bitches. 5 star, even private, where the flight attendants are super fucking models. And I can accomplish my dream. It all ties back to money. Money afi make. I gotta make the money.
One-star airline reviews from across the world, and today I'm gonna put them to the test. However, the only rule is I have to leave a 5-star review for each airline, but I can't lie. My final boss for this challenge is going on an airline based in Europe with the best name ever, but the most frightening reviews I've ever seen. Ryanair. I also needed an excuse to watch some football highlights because I've got a fantasy draft this weekend, so pretty excited for that. Let's catch our first flight. Good morning. I am in New Jersey, and our first 1-star airline is United Airlines. You might be wondering, Ryan, why the heck are you starting in New Jersey? Well, that would be because of LB's review. LB said, I'm in New Jersey. Gate 17 smells like fumes. Again, it's time to board this sold-out flight, and plane hasn't shown up yet. Update, they canceled my flight to Nashville. Update, missed a wedding. Update. 3 days later, my head is pounding from the fumes. Gate 17, just shut down the gate. 1 star. My flight is going to Nashville from gate 17. On top of that, Liam said, my plane was not safe. There was a huge crack in my window, and when I showed the flight crew, they duct taped it. This plane cost $250 million. 1 star. There's no way there's gonna be a duct tape window on this plane, right? That'd be great. That would be wild. Ron, who might be my dad, said, terrible! Trash! Gave person next to me a whole can of apple juice and gave me only a cup. 1 star! Ron, the person next to you most likely asked for the full can of apple juice. I'm gonna test that. I'm gonna ask for the full can. Joseph G said, horrible service. I was literally told I couldn't have another water. And I'm not sure how to read. Hi, you got my lip okay, you just.
What?
Can we have somebody check on Joseph? Okay, well, all of these reviews are completely devastating, so let's go through security and test them out. See you on the other side. Well, we made it through security, and I have a very clear plan to test these 1-star reviews. Before I head to gate 17 and get a migraine from fumes for the rest of my life, I enjoyed a bagel. All right, let's go. Well, I'm here. Smells like normal air. The fumes are non-existent. I will say there is a restaurant directly adjacent to gate 17, so maybe it was like a gas leak, maybe it was perhaps someone even gassy themselves. But the fumes were good. I think that's, that test, we tested it. It's busted. However, my journey has only just begun just now. It's time to get on this plane. Upon boarding my first flight, I was given a little wipe. All right, thanks. I also noticed that all of the window shades were down. This normally wouldn't worry me, but Liam's review has me second-guessing everything. I was assigned an aisle seat for this flight, so I'll have to check the window whenever my fellow passenger does. The takeoff was perfect. It was relatively smooth, I can't complain. But I did notice that my neighbor opened his window shade, and it was not cracked. All right, let's go. That's actually really fantastic news. Anyways, I need to go to the bathroom. Okay, so far so good, but talking to my phone on airplanes is completely terrifying. Everyone is within earshot, and you can't even hide once you say something. To make matters worse, there's a concentration of the most intimidating age group surrounding my seat, young adults. They took a group photo, and I think I was in the back of it, so if I'm extremely awkward for the rest of the flight, you know why. But I'm here for a reason. Well, that's the reason I was in the bathroom, but I'm also on this exact flight for a reason. To test these reviews. Let's go order some apple juice.
Can I get a whole can of apple juice?
was waiting for the flight attendant to come back, I watched some football highlights to prepare for my draft. I haven't won in the past 2 years, but this year's gonna be different. Our flight is already descending, so there's not too much time remaining for me to test Joseph's review. I understand that he wasn't able to get another water cup upon request. However, I don't know, like the last part, is that what he said whenever he asked for it? I don't know. Well, here goes nothing. Water cup? Hi. I'm gonna get a water cup by chance. Just the cup? Just water, yeah. Cheers. Thank you. Yeah. I felt like I was gonna throw up saying my lip okay. I got as many words as I possibly could. I'm sorry, everyone. Oh, look, we're landing! Well, we successfully landed in Nashville. Hey, can I ask you a question? What's your favorite thing to do in Nashville?
I've never had a layover. This is my first layover in
Okay.
25 years.
All right. I'll go explore. She was so nice. I was gonna do whatever her favorite thing to do in Nashville was, but I guess I'm on my own. So I don't have any friends in Nashville, really. Thought I'd just come down to Broadway, hang out a little bit. I watched some more football to prepare for my draft. Yes, let's go. I also ate some chicken, and now I think I'm ready to write my review. Good morning. It's the next day. Today I'm flying American. I'm flying to Miami, which would normally be very fun and exciting until you read the reviews for this route. Joey said, "I'd rather die than fly American Airlines again. Trash all over the floor. My exit row seat had poo stains on it. 1 star. Joey, you'd rather die than deal with a few poo stains? Dude, that's life. Come on. It is unfortunate that the exit row seat is the one that had the poo stains because I'm sitting in the exit row. To make matters worse, Cindy said, "Too bad reviews don't go down to 0 stars. Here are 5 reasons this is a bad airline, Nashville to Miami. Poorly trained staff, bottom of barrel service, ineffective management, lack of staff hospitality, key personnel demonstrating inability to make rational, unbiased decisions. 1 star. Cindy basically just found 5 ways to say the same thing. At least she didn't see any poo stains. Did she? All Sophie said was, "Betty is just awful." What? How do I even find her? Does she work here? Last but not least, Christy B said, "Let's play a game. Close your eyes. You're at the Nashville airport waiting for your departure. Static, and then an announcement that your flight has been canceled because the airline lost the plane. What airline are you on? If you said American, you win. 1 star." And then she just attached a photo drawing an X over an American Airlines plane. So, none of these reviews are giving me any confidence that the airplane is even gonna take off, or that it exists. But if it does, it probably has poo stains on the seats. That's okay. That's alright. All I know is I need to get to Miami. I need some encouragement. I'm gonna look for a stranger to say, "Let's go to Miami. Let's go to Miami!" Are you going to Miami?
I'm not going.
Okay.
Actually. Cheers.
See you, brother. Have a good one. The airport, the least stressful place in the world. Everybody here seems to be having a great time. Let's get through security. See you soon. There you are. Okay. I'll stop doing this. I got to my gate, and there is literally no one here. No, like, actually no one is here. This is weird for any area of the airport at any time. Did my flight already get canceled? I continued walking and quickly realized I'm at the wrong gate and my flight is boarding. Oh, okay, we're good.
Miami.
No poo stains. No poo stains. No poo stains. Please, no poo stains. Alright, good news. Our flight was not canceled. We are in the air. First impressions, my seat is actually pretty clean. There are some cosmetic concerns, but the window doesn't even have any cracks in it, so that's good. I did forget to check if my seat has poo stains. I kind of sat down really quickly, and at this point, I don't want to make a scene and look down at... I don't want to check my seat for poo stains after I've already been sitting in it. I decided to pass the time by housing some Joyride while watching some football highlights. I also just named my team No Poo Stains, as a symbol of faith. Unfortunately, I really need to use the bathroom at this point, but my neighbors are asleep. Looks like that apple juice knocked him out. I'm here in the American Airlines bathroom. It's pretty crazy in here. Did you see the blue light when I walked into this bathroom? I wonder if it just turns on every time it's unlocked. Oh, look at that. I should keep it locked. I love making new friends. I love talking to strangers, but testing 1-star reviews and talking about poo stains on the exit row seats while I'm sitting next to people in the exit row, it's painful, it's not easy. So it's kind of nice just to be hanging out by myself in here. I did already take a whiz. That went well. Other than that, I mean, the flight attendants have been pretty great so far. The drinks came out quickly. The lady gave me an entire Coke Zero can. I didn't even ask for a full can this time. And they picked up our trash really fast. So I don't know. I'm looking at their name tags, but I can't seem to spot Betty. So other than that, I guess I just got to go back to my seat and see if there's a poo stain on it. No poo stains! No poo stains! All right! Let's actually go! Not a single poo stain! I know it can be stressful. I know it can be extremely frustrating, but I love flying. I remember the first time I saw clouds from an airplane, and I just thought, what the heck am I looking at? Is this what heaven's gonna be like? Oh my gosh. Oh, I thought that was a UFO. It's a Southwest airline plane. It looks like they're going so fast. You never know what you're gonna see up here. Yeah, you do. You pretty much, it's just clouds. Maybe a plane. We are about 30 minutes away from landing in Miami, so all things considered, pretty good flight so far. It's not over. Still gotta land this puppy. And on my way off the plane, I'm gonna ask who Betty is. Our landing was smooth. We pulled up to our gate, and now it's time to find out who the heck Betty is. Here goes nothing. I got too nervous to ask. I decided to unwind at the beach, as you do in Miami. I got a smoothie, it was a fruit smoothie, and enjoyed the waves. This is my hair, and these are waves. Okay, let's write this review. Good morning, it's the next day. Today I'm flying Delta. Look at this. I love the Miami International Airport. Anyway, Jim said, I hate the Miami International Airport. 1 star. All right. Okay. Jim likes to keep it simple, unlike Judy. This was an odyssey. I am stressed, irritated, upset, angry, sad, disappointed, and much more right now. Dang, Judy, you just named the whole cast of Inside Out 2. My flight has changed over 15 times. I want to cry out of frustration, but that means they got the best of me. So for now, I'll wait. 1 star. That's actually sad. She attached a photo and captioned it, waiting. That really is one of those pictures you take when you don't know what else to do. You just gotta do something, so you take a picture. Monica, who is a reviewing fiend, my goodness, she's posted over 1,000 reviews. Let's see what she has to say. Delta.
Those are Karens, man.
Doesn't ever leave the airport. 1 star. Does she just leave acronym reviews at the places she goes? Oh my goodness, she does. Wendy said, 2 words. They are entirely inept. That was 4 words, but continue. Never flying with Delta again. Flight attendants say they are out of coffee, and their lanyard says they care. They only lie. 1 star. This feels a little dramatic if this is only about the coffee, Wendy. Lastly, Randy actually only said 2 words. Emergency landing. With this emoji. 1 star. That's the emoji of a man who is tired. That review is actually really scary. Let's go to our gate. As soon as I walked in, I had a good feeling about my flight. I really don't know what Jim was talking about. This place is pretty nice. There are tons of people seemingly disappointed, stressed, and yeah, all of those other things that she said. Hopefully this is not because of delays. Okay, the good news is my flight boards in about 30 minutes, and there hasn't even been 1 flight change. Also, I don't know how to test Jim hates airports, so let's just take that one off. Thanks. In the meantime, I'm gonna look for a Delta staff member wearing a lanyard. Hello, the flight's on time to Orlando. Awesome. Okay, awesome. Quick question, does your lanyard say anything? Does it say anything on your lanyard? Nothing? My friend Wendy, I'm trying to get her she loves Delta Airlines. She said there's like different lanyards you can collect, but okay, that's okay. Thanks. Now I look like an idiot. Thanks, Wendy. I spent the next few minutes just awkwardly sitting here until it was time to board our plane. The million-dollar question is, will Delta leave the airport? I boarded the plane just fine. Honestly, the plane looks so nice. Look at these seats. Are these quilted? Wow. Anyways, I found my seat. Let's get cozy. I have successfully boarded the plane. So far, there are a lot of empty seats on this plane. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. However, very soon we're going to see if Monica's acronym holds up or not. To me, it feels like a very important value proposition as an airline to leave the airport. But hey, I don't make the rules. I got a row to myself. My plane is leaving the gate and we are on the runway. But will we leave the airport? Yeah, we left. What do you have to say for yourself, Monica? The plane left the airport. So this is by far the shortest flight of this video. It's like an hour. We're flying to Orlando, which is really close. Because of how short this flight is, the flight attendant announced that they're not doing service. And that is sad, because how am I supposed to see if they're out of coffee? I saw them serving drinks to first class, which is a crazy thing to do when they literally just said they weren't going to serve drinks. But that means they probably have coffee up front, and I'm getting up and going for it. Oh, yes. I came to the front to the flight attendant to ask for some coffee, and he was like, bathroom? And I was like, yeah. I got nervous. And the flight is already descending because it's an extremely short flight. And now I'm worried that they wouldn't even serve me coffee no matter what. The good news is I actually had to use the bathroom a little bit. The bad news? I gotta be quick. Is there any way I could get a little coffee? Just like even, just a little. Thank you so much. You guys ever run out of coffee?
Sometimes.
Sometimes? Okay.
That's a flight.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I'm literally shaking from how nervous I was to ask for this, but guys, look. I got coffee on a flight that's not even serving drinks. Wendy, I think those lanyards were right. Delta cares. That felt like an endorsement of some sort. I do like Delta. Hit me up, Delta. Maybe I can get... I don't know. While I was drinking my coffee, extremely quickly because the flight is landing, I remembered there's still one more review on the list. Emergency landing. Why is the seatbelt sign on? Oh, it's because we're landing. That's normal. Okay. Thanks so much for that. 10 minutes until we land. No emergency landing is imminent as far as I can tell. It actually just looks beautiful outside. It's actually a really pretty day. As a matter of fact, I don't even want to think about this, so I'm just going to watch some football highlights. We landed. Thank you so much. Orlando, Florida. Where should I go? I spent my time in Orlando at Disney World. I went to Galaxy's Edge, I did a lot of rides, and I'm ready to write my review. Hi, it's the next day. Ultimately, my goal is to fly on Ryanair, whose reputation is probably summed up by this tweet. I mean, that's hilarious. But Ryanair only has flights in Europe, so I have to fly to Europe on Aer Lingus. I love the way Aer Lingus sounds. I love to say it. I love to read it. I also recently found out that I'm a little bit Irish. It's actually a pretty large part of my ancestry, so I love Aer Lingus. But should I? Here are some crazy one-star reviews. Robin said, took my money for business class, the front of the plane, with the lay-down seats, but gave me economy. $6,800 ticket. Yep, it's a lot of money, but since they got the money, they no longer think they need to provide the service. Where I'm from, they call that robbery. Uncontainable airline, no scruples.
That's bad.
1 star.
That's
if you
bad.
look up uncontainable or scruples, you will quickly find that neither of those words exist. Dave said, flew business class to Cork. Airplane 18 years old and looked it. Old torn seats, dirty boring crumbs. Most recent movie is Despicable Me from 2010. Ryanair is better. 1 star. What? Dave is saying Ryanair, the most scandalous airline on the planet, is better than Aer Lingus? But it's so fun to say. To make matters worse, Deborah is furious. Worst service ever. I have never been treated as poorly and rudely as the business class in-flight treated us. Entire staff should be fired and hire people that enjoy their job of serving people. It is a miracle we made it home safely. 1 star. When I see reviews like this, I love going to their profile to see if they always leave 1-star reviews, and they do. Every single time they do. Lastly, Gary just said, my lord, food was not edible. Oh dear. 1 star. That felt like a dying breath, Gary. Well, 60 seconds ago, I was a diehard fan of Aer Lingus. Now their reviews have me worried about a guy named Gary from Ireland. And if I've learned anything from these reviews, one thing is certain. No matter what, do not book a business class ticket on Aer Lingus. I did exactly what I shouldn't have done. Let's go to Europe. I walked
Manchester.
into the airport and immediately found my Aer Lingus flight on the board, on the screen. It's on time. Aer Lingus. I made it to my Aer Lingus gate. The only concern I have right now is that the flight leaves in 30 minutes and I have not been assigned a seat. I looked up the actual airplane online and there is a business section on the plane. Will they give me a business class seat? We should find out very shortly. The plane itself looks good. I like the clover. I like the branding a lot. I could be up to 68.5% Irish. Yeah. I'll just cut to when I'm boarding the plane now. Aer Lingus. This one's for you, Gary. I'm sure you're doing great. As I walk into this section, I cannot believe my eyes. This business class seat looks so luxurious. And I was immediately offered a beverage. Orange juice would be great. Yeah, perfect. Thank you very much. Deborah, I think you have some explaining to do. Alright, the plane has successfully taken off. These seats are not torn up or dirty at all. They're actually really nice. I haven't even seen a single crumb. So here's what comes with the business class Aer Lingus seat. A free Wi-Fi card worth about 20 euros. A toiletry bag with an eye mask, earplugs. You guys know I love earplugs. Hand cream, a toothbrush, toothpaste, and lip balm. It also comes with a pillow and blankie. We're flying through the night, so this is going to be really nice. The seat has plugs for every country, bottled water, and a book light. It works, that's good. A fold-out table and a bunch of touchscreen controls for our seat, which does, in fact, lay down flat. And in regards to the staff, I had the pleasure of meeting Simon, who is my flight attendant for the evening. He's amazing. He shook my hand and everything. He seems really nice. But anyone can make a good first impression. The true test is who you are when the uncontainable scrupples hit the fan. It still doesn't make sense. I don't know. Lastly, there is a food menu, so we're going to be testing Gary's review very soon. The salmon sounds good and edible, which is always a big plus, and I think it's actually on its way out. So, Gary, this is for you. Let's do this. This might be the most edible food I've ever tasted. In fact, it's so edible, I did the unthinkable. Ate a vegetable. Shout out to Dr. Mike. I got this tattoo on my body forever because of you. He's so handsome. I made a happy plate. However, I don't think my stomach is used to this many veggies. I'll see you in the bathroom. The Aer Lingus business class bathroom is very nice. Also, I feel like I show you guys the inside of way too many toilets, and I'm sorry for that. This one's nice. It comes with some hand lotion and hand wash. Pretty standard otherwise. I'm gonna go back to my seat because I think there is dessert waiting for me. Just as I suspected, there was both coffee and this fancy dessert thing. I really don't know what it was, but here's how I would describe it. So good, Gary. I love you. I'm thinking about you, but your review is busted. I don't even know what this dessert is, but it's so good. Alright, so I'm here with Simon.
Hi.
How long have you been flying with Aer Lingus?
Ooh, about 3 years, I think now.
What motivates you to treat people so kindly with great service?
I enjoy it. You know, it's nice when everyone gets off at the end. I've had a great time, you know.
Cheers. Thank you, Simon.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Okay, I'm here with
Joe.
Jude.
Joe and Jude. What do you think about business class so far?
Yeah.
It's amazing. Was the food edible?
The first time, yeah.
Amazing. What do you think about the food?
It was really good. I like the beef and the salmon.
Life is good on Aer Lingus. I ended up just watching some football highlights like I always do. Earlier, I asked Simon if he knows any good American football players, but the only one he knows about is Christian McCaffrey. But anyway, I decided I wanted to watch a movie. So I sat back, relaxed, and watched Despicable Me from my Aer Lingus seat.
I want to go business class, man. They flew that way.
Good morning! I fell asleep immediately. I missed the entire movie. Also, looks like we're landing. Oh my gosh. Is this normal on Aer Lingus, or am I having a nightmare? This is insane turbulence. Perfect landing. Aer Lingus!
Look at the
I kinda
money
just
weather.
spent my time here in Manchester standing at the airport. So yeah, I think I'm ready to write my review. We made it. I survived Aer Lingus so that I may challenge the final boss, Ryanair. I've mentioned before, Ryanair is pretty famous online for their customer service. If you reach out for help, they will make fun of you most likely. Like this, where a customer said they paid for a window seat and they responded by circling a peephole on the emergency door. Listen, I have searched far and wide for one-star reviews. Out of any airline, hotel, restaurant, or theme park on the planet, Ryanair has the most abundant one-star reviews I have ever seen. But here's where things get confusing. Ryanair is more profitable than ever. They have the most followers on social media. The stock price has surged over the last 5 years. Every other airline in the world has plummeted. So why is the world dragging my name through the mud? So out of all of the one-star Ryanair reviews, these are the most absurd I found. Sean said, worst flight ever. Turbulence throwing us around like we were in a washing machine. My partner passed out and she is a regular flyer. It is because they don't maintain their plane. Pilot overshot runway coming into land, gunned the engines, and almost went back up vertically. Then he announces in a thick Irish brogue, sorry, missed the approach. Turns out, they drop us off in the wrong country. Ryanair suck! 1 star. There is so much to unpack there, and
That's shit.
every single one of them feels like a class action lawsuit. Kian said, okay, am I even supposed to rate this? Like 1 star, absolute felt no effort in customer service. And OMG, don't even get me started on those landings. Lucky if you leave with no broken limbs. Flying Aer Lingus from now on, 1 star. Well, hang on, mister. Dave says Ryanair is better. So, I'm gonna ignore the broken limbs comment because I don't want to think about things like that. Dan said, as if they weren't bad enough, I tried talking to them on Twitter and they quote tweet me with unnecessarily snarky, sarcastic comment to it. We are bullying customers asking for help? 1 star. That's crazy. I looked for the tweet and I actually found it. They kind of have a point, Dan. Jim left a photo review with no words, just a cryptic photo in which he vandalized a Ryanair advertisement. Just to round things out with a more positive review, Andre said, the name of Ryan is ruined. I will be writing every day for the rest of my life of the woes and despair this airline has caused. I have so much more to say, so I'll be back to remind everyone tomorrow. Hashtag Ryanair. 1 star. That was his only review in the past 18 months. Also, hashtags are not a function of Yelp. I don't know why he's using a hashtag. God willing, I will redeem the name of Ryanair with the best 5-star review I have ever written, but only if it's the truth. I made it through security and checked to see if my bag would fit, like Dan's did. A little big, but should be fine. My flight leaves shortly, and this is probably the most concerning list of reviews of this video, but my name's on that plane, so let's get after it. My name's Ryan. Although we have successfully made it onto the plane, with nice staff, it's time to see if the pilot can actually fly this thing. I'm genuinely getting nervous because there are so many safety warnings, like more than normal, I think. The runway is soaking wet. This is the fastest I have ever seen a plane take off, and the turbulence on the way up is terrifying. Guys, Ryan is indeed in the air. There are so many things that can go wrong based on the reviews. If I absolutely had to pick one, I would choose getting bullied on Twitter. So I'm gonna ask Ryanair a question right now and see what they say. I'll check on that later. They immediately responded. This is crazy. In the meantime, here's what doesn't come with your seat on Ryanair. An outlet, a media screen, a little basket for holding your possessions. But it does come with a seatbelt, and that is a big deal. How much is the coffee? Yeah. $3? Oh, okay. Thank you. My name is Ryan. It's my first time on Ryanair, so yeah. Coffee time. Why do I always spill things? I tried to be low-key on my way to the bathroom as to not draw too much attention to the brown stains on the front of my pants. Alright, well I made it to the bathroom sanctuary on different conditions. It actually looks like I had an accident of some sort, like a nightmare accident. Look, this plane is supposed to land in like 45 minutes, and if Sean's review is right, this thing could land in Spain, Belgium, Germany, Switzerland, or a bunch of other places. Fingers crossed this puppy lands in France so that I can get some new pants. And now I just have to wait and see if they can land this plane safely. I watched some football, ate some Joyride, and if you don't know, Joyride is my candy brand. And we're trying to become the climb like 5 selling in America. The plane is landing. I may have a stain on my shorts, but the name of Ryanair has officially been redeemed. It's time for my final review. But first, I've got a fantasy football draft to attend to. I made it back home, and no one here knows I just spent the last 100 hours of my life watching football highlights. They have no idea that No Poo Stains is about to win it all. We did a 40-yard dash at the track to decide who gets the first pick, and I won. And as I reflect on my journey, all of the research, the apple juice, busted one-star reviews, I realized that Simon told me exactly who I should pick first. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is my fantasy team that I drafted on the left, I'm pretty happy with it. Also, here are some photos of you guys who have been going to Target and buying Joyride to support the club.
Alright, man. Shout out to Ryan Trahan. He's funny.